Well, Robert Caro, I'm sure I appreciated having so much to write about. Could no longer, and yes. So what happened was that the city asked the federal government for a bailout so that they would not default on municipal bonds. And Ford said that being a Republican, he wasn't going to get the New York vote anyway. And also being a responsible politician, said this. I don't think he used the term at the time, but it's what we study economics call moral hazard. Why would we reward you or even reinforce your bad conduct? You've spent money like a drunken sailor for generations. You're going to have to get out of this yourself.
I want to make a distinction, though, between that New York City and the New York City we have now. You know, I mean, we're reading the papers. I was back in New York. I too grew up in New York. I grew up in Manhattan. I was back in the city a couple of weeks ago. And the difference is between the 1970s, I think, and maybe you disagree, but I want to pull Moses into this, is that these people, they didn't want to run New York into the ground. They made lots of mistakes, whether it was Abe Beame, whether it was Robert Moses, whether it was John Lindsay, the different mayors who preceded Beame. But none of them wanted to run this city into the ground the way the people who have been governing this city, at least certainly since Bill de Blasio, have run this city into the ground. And now we see what it's like.